exciting build-up to the incoming transfer window has a key narrative around Liverpool. The Reds find themselves at the heart of a saga that promises to shake up the transfer market and redefine the future of the team. The protagonist of this unfolding narrative is Ibrahima Konate, the French centre-back who arrived at the club in 2021 with the promise of great achievements and is today regarded by many as one of the finest defenders in the world. However, as his current contract edges towards its conclusion, speculation about his future is taking on increasingly dramatic tones. While Liverpool strive to convince Konate to sign a new extension, Bayern Munich have emerged as a fresh and determined contender, further intensifying the battle for his talent. Konate's journey since joining Liverpool has been defined by moments of brilliance and steady growth. He quickly established himself as a cornerstone of the defence, forging a solid partnership with Virgil van Dijk. His physical style, coupled with an outstanding ability to anticipate play and provide leadership on the pitch, has turned him into an indispensable player for the Reds. Yet, the current scenario suggests it has not all been plain sailing. Negotiations to renew his contract have dragged on for more than a year, and the initial optimism has gradually given way to mounting concern. With Real Madrid openly declaring their interest and now Bayern Munich stepping into the race, Liverpool face a dilemma: keep hold of their star or risk seeing him depart without any financial compensation. The pressure grows exponentially when one considers the possibility of him leaving on a free at the end of the season, a blow that would be damaging both financially and sportingly. Transfer insider Graham Bailey has shed new light on this fierce contest. According to him, the ideal scenario for Liverpool would be to secure Konate's stay while also bringing in Mark Guay from Crystal Palace to further strengthen the defence. However, as we know well, football rarely follows such predictable paths. Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes has shown his skill in dealing with European heavyweights during the previous transfer window, securing strategic additions such as Isak, Kerkez and Ekitike. This time, however, the challenge is of a different magnitude. Not only are giants like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich circling Konate, but even domestic rivals such as Chelsea could enter the fray should the player become available on a free transfer. This prospect has heightened the sense of anxiety behind the scenes at Anfield as everyone awaits a definitive decision. Meanwhile, debate over Konate's performances has begun to dominate discussions among pundits and supporters. Micah Richards, commentator on Match of the Day, voiced his concerns over the French defender's consistency. In Richards' view, Konate's individual errors have injected nerves into Liverpool's defence, something unusual for a side renowned for its solidity. He and Van Dijk have always been a strong partnership, but lately those mistakes have left the backline vulnerable. That instability is directly affecting the team's overall performance, Richards argued. Rio Ferdinand, however, Manchester United legend and a respected figure in world football, offered a contrasting perspective. He believes Konate is being unfairly made the scapegoat for Liverpool's struggles. There is no way you can say Konate underperformed last season, Ferdinand defended on his show. The truth is that Real Madrid's interest and the media hype created a negative narrative around him. Now, any small mistake is magnified and he ends up shouldering all the blame. This clash of opinions reflects the complexity of Liverpool's current situation. Beyond the technical aspects, there is an emotional dimension at play. The psychological impact of the constant speculation about Konate's future cannot be ignored. Top-level players like him often feel additional pressure when their names dominate the tabloids or when they become targets for Europe's giants. In this context, it falls to manager Arne Slot and the board to find ways of supporting him and keeping his focus intact, regardless of how the negotiations end. After all, Liverpool's success depends heavily on their ability to unite the squad and turn challenges into opportunities.
At the same time, the club is preparing for the worst-case scenario, Konate's departure. Reliable sources have revealed to Team Talk that Liverpool intend to sign not just one, but two new centre-backs in the upcoming transfer windows. One particular name stands out as the top priority on Arne Slot and Richard Hughes' shortlist, though it has yet to be officially disclosed. This approach highlights the board's proactive stance in preventing any potential loss of Konate from derailing the club's long-term plans. Furthermore, Slot recently addressed rumours linking the club to Victor Osimhen, clarifying that the Nigerian striker was never a realistic target due to financial constraints and market priorities. He also explained how the tragedy involving Diogo Jota forced Liverpool to rethink their transfer strategy, seeking quick and effective solutions to fill the Portuguese forward's absence. Amid all this uncertainty, another surprising chapter has begun to emerge: the rise of Tyler Morton. A product of Liverpool's academy, Morton was loaned out this summer, yet his impressive performances in France have captured the attention of the local media. Compared to a Manchester United star in his prime, the 22-year-old midfielder is showing that perhaps his temporary departure was premature. Enthusiastic reports from the French press suggest Morton may hold the key to solving some of Liverpool's midfield issues. The question now is whether the board will reconsider and recall him earlier than planned. All these threads create a fascinating backdrop for Liverpool's future. Under Arne Slot's stewardship, the club face challenges that stretch beyond the pitch. They must balance ambition with reality, make strategic decisions, and, above all, keep the flame of passion alive among players, supporters, and executives alike. Konate's fate, the club's transfer manoeuvres, and the development of young talent such as Morton will all be closely followed by millions worldwide. Regardless of how these stories unfold, one thing remains certain: Liverpool will continue to be a symbol of resilience and greatness in football, always ready to write new chapters in their illustrious history. Looking at the current picture, it is clear Liverpool are at a crucial juncture of transition. The Arne Slot era represents not only a fresh playing philosophy, but also an urgent need to restructure the squad in order to compete on multiple fronts. Konate's potential exit could deliver a significant blow, yet it also offers an opportunity to refresh and rejuvenate the team. The board, led by Richard Hughes, have displayed a pragmatic and forward-thinking approach, pursuing not only immediate solutions but also investments designed to ensure long-term sustainability. This delicate balance between present and future is essential to keeping Liverpool competitive in an era where clubs such as Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich are continually raising the bar. Moreover, the role of the supporters cannot be underestimated. The Anfield atmosphere is legendary, and the passion of the fans is often cited as a decisive factor in the club's success. In times of uncertainty like these, the bond between the team and its followers becomes even more vital. The fans must continue to believe in the project led by Slot and show unwavering support for the players, even in the face of adversity. This union between pitch and stands is what truly defines Liverpool's spirit. Finally, it is worth underlining that modern football is a constant game of chess, where every move demands careful thought and strategic foresight. Liverpool, with their rich history and culture, once again find themselves at the centre of this board, facing challenges that test their resilience and ambition. Whatever the outcome of Konate's saga, the club have shown they are prepared to face the future head-on. With leaders such as Arne Slot and Richard Hughes at the helm, Liverpool remain an unshakable force on the global stage, ready to claim fresh victories and inspire future generations.